Hello, everybody, it's me, and welcome to Storytime with Anne. How are you today? Good. Did you play with your friends? Did you play tag with your friends? Did you play hide and seek with your friends? Today, I'm going to tell you a story about three friends who love to play hide and seek. So here is their story. James and his sister Sally and Mark were very bored. They had played all day, but now that it was dark and difficult to see, they had nothing to do. They couldn't play soccer because they couldn't see the ball. They didn't want to go inside and play a game because it was a beautiful springtime night, and they liked being outside. "I guess I'll go home," Mark said in a sad voice. "Oh, come on," replied James. "We still have time for another game of something." Then Sally said, "I have an idea. Let's play hide and seek, so Mark will be the seeker in this game." So he turned, faced the big tree, closed his eyes, and started counting out loud. So he started counting from 100. 100? That's a very long counting. But then he counted 100, 99, 98, 97, and so on. Sally and Mark stopped arguing, looked at each other, and ran off in different directions to find a hiding place. In the distance, they could still hear Mark counting 4, 3, 2, 1. "Ready or not, here I come." Then he turned and began looking for places where they could be hiding. Ooh. As he turned around, he saw James running towards the base and darted after him. Just before he touched James' shoulder. James tagged the base and yelled out, "Save! Save!" "Did you get Sally yet?" James asked. "No," said Mark. "I haven't been able to find her. And it's getting late. We need to be heading home. We need to go home because it's really dark." So both boys yelled out, "Come on, Sally, it's late. Come on out." But there was no reply, not even a little snicker from somewhere in the darkness. They yelled again, "Come on out, Sally, it's late." Still, there was no reply from Sally. They began to worry and started searching for her. As they walked around the area, they called out again, "Sally, come on! We give up! You're safe!" But no matter where they looked or how much they called out, Sally didn't answer. It was as if she disappeared. "Where is Sally?" was wondering what had happened. All she could remember was crawling under the big trunk of a fallen tree to hide. Now, as she looked up, she saw several stars because it's nighttime already, so there are stars in the sky. She saw several stars through a small hole above her head. She had fallen into a hole. Oh no! When she crawled under the tree trunk, she yelled, "Help! Help!" But no one could hear her. No one, just an echo, like, "Help! Help! 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 Help!" But no one is coming for her. Oh, but then Mark and James heard Sally. Wow! They heard Sally. Mark said, "Did you hear that, James? Sally just yelled for help." And then James said, "Keep yelling, Sally. That way we can find you." Sally heard her brother and kept screaming, "Help!" After a short while, the boys were standing next to the big tree trunk. "Hey, are you stuck under this tree?" asked James. "Kind of, yeah," Sally yelled. "When I crawled under it to hide, I fell into a cave. Please help me, I'm scared. It's very dark and I can't get out." Mark said, "James, you stay with Sally and I will go get my dad." Then he ran off into the darkness. "Don't be scared, Sally. I'm right here with you." And Sally just said, "No, you're not. You're up there and I'm down here." As Sally turned into the darkness of the cave, she bumped into something. She screamed and began to cry. "What's wrong?" James yelled. "There's something down here with me." "What is it? What is it?" Sally replied in a shaky voice. She was very scared. Just then, Mark and his dad came running through the woods. He asked, "Sally, are you hurt?" Sally said, "No, but I'm scared and there is something down here with me." And then Dad said, "Stand back, Sally. I'm lowering a rope and it will down with you in a second." So there is a rope and it will help Sally to come out. Oh, Mark's dad tied the rope to the tree, found the hole under the tree trunk, wiggled a little bit, and lowered himself into the cave. Sally could see him coming down the rope and stopped crying. Not only was he there, but the cave became brighter from the beam of his flashlight. As he reached the floor of the cave, he shone the light on Sally and gave her a big hug. And he said, "Don't be afraid. I'll have you out of here in no time." Then he shone the light around and saw that she had fallen into a small cave. And very close to her, in the middle of the cave, was something wrapped in layers of old blankets. So there is like a box. There is something that is wrapped in layers of old blankets. What is it? Mark, James, there's something down here. I'm going to tie it to the rope and I want you to pull it out. And they replied, okay, we can do it. The boys pulled out the object, untied it, and let the loose end of the rope fall back into the cave for Dad and Sally, so they could be out of the cave. And then, here is Sally. She is safe. Let's go back to my house for a cup of hot tea, Dad said. And the dad said, I'm going to call your parents so they aren't worried. And we'll see what treasure Sally found. This is the treasure. When they got to Mark's house, they sipped their tea and began unwrapping the treasure. They carefully peeled off layers of old blankets and cloth to reveal a wooden box. They slowly opened it and stared in amazement. Wow! It's a treasure box! Oh my! Sally said in disbelief. The treasure, they couldn't believe what's happening. Inside the box were jewels of every color you could imagine. Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emerald of all shapes and sizes. There are also gold coins and strands of pearls. We're rich! We're rich! They all screamed. And then Mark's father said, I don't think so. Someone could have lost this, and I don't think you should plan on spending any of it until we find out a little more. Besides, Sally found it. And then Sally said, I'll share it. So they called the police and gave the treasure box. Really nice, Sally. She is very kind. So that's the end of our story. Did you like the story about Sally, Mark, and James? Yes, I did too. I learned so many lessons from this story. You should always be helpful, and you should always care for other people. See you guys next time. Thank you for listening to my story. Goodbye.